The vet told us she might not survive the journey, and that maybe it was time to let her go. But Regal Slide wasn't just a horse. She was my best friend. Regal Slide came into my life when she was already an older horse. She had been given away because she could no longer be used for breeding. But I saw what everyone else seemed to miss. I saw the kindest horse I had ever met. I trusted her completely, even around children. As the years went by, our bond only grew stronger. A few years earlier, I had unexpectedly lost my Frisian mare, Faith. She was just 11 years old. And while I was trying to cope with that loss, Regal was always there. Slowly, she became so much more than just a horse. She became my best friend. For years, we had dreamed of having our horses at home. Not at a boarding stable, not somewhere else, but in a place where we could be together every single day. And then we found this place in Hungary. For the first time, that dream felt within reach. But there was another reason why Regal had to come with us. Miracle had been rejected by his own mother as a foal. But Regal accepted him as if he were her own. They became inseparable. And Miracle wasn't exactly an easy horse. Making that journey without Regal would have been much harder for him. So to me, there was really only one option. Regal had to come with us. But before we could leave, we wanted to make sure she was fit enough for the journey. By then, Regal was 27 years old. She was missing several teeth and struggled to maintain her weight. That's why we fed her soaked feed every single day. She was doing surprisingly well, but the journey to Hungary was over 1,600 kilometers long. We didn't want to take any unnecessary risks. So we scheduled a visit with the vet. We expected it to be a routine check. But the mood quickly changed. The vet was concerned about her hindquarters, especially about how she would handle a journey of more than 1,600 kilometers. Then she said something I never expected to hear. She couldn't guarantee that Regal would survive the journey, and that maybe it was time to let her go. I heard every word she said. But deep down, I already knew I couldn't do it. But thankfully, she also gave us one small chance. If we could strengthen her hindquarters, her chances of making the journey would improve. So from that day on, we walked with her every single day. We did everything we could to make her stronger. We also fed her soaked feed twice a day. With 3 children and a busy life. And our youngest was only 9 months old. Giving up simply wasn't an option. Not for Regal. and certainly not for Miracle. And before we knew it, departure day had arrived. I barely slept the night before because of Regal. After weeks of preparation, the moment had finally arrived, and we watched the trailer disappear down the road. From that moment on, there was nothing left for us to do but hope. While Regal and Miracle were making their way to Hungary, so were we. And all the while, we waited for news. The uncertainty never really left us. And then we got a phone call. They were almost there, and Regal was doing well. For the first time, we finally allowed ourselves to breathe again. Not long after that, they finally arrived on the land we had dreamed about for so many years. And Miracle seemed happiest of all that Regal was still by his side. The vet wasn't sure she would survive the journey, but sometimes hope and love are enough to take a chance, and sometimes that chance gives you memories you'll treasure forever.